Winnipeg-Mike from CrossFit 204. We're once again proud to be part of the Massage Athletic newsletter, and today we're going to talk to you a little bit about the theory of CrossFit. In the last few episodes we've talked to you about workouts. This time we're going to give you a workout, but it's going to be a very simple one. We'll get to that at the end. What I'm going to talk to you about first is a little bit of the theory of CrossFit and why we do what we do. You'll hear a lot of people making claims with CrossFit, what you can do with it, what you can't do with it, how it can make you good at everything. We're going to talk a little bit about that, explain why people say that, why it is or it's not incorrect, and what we really want to do with the program. So first of all, I'm going to tell you that CrossFit is not a sport-specific program. What we're going for here is general physical preparedness, which is called GPP. What that means is that we want to create athletes who are prepared for a wide variety of tasks. If you need to run, you need to row, you need to push something, press something, pick something up, drag something, move something, you'll be prepared for anything. If you can train a number of attributes, athletic attributes, you should be able to create an athlete who will be good enough to perform in just about any sports environment. So what we've got here, you can't see this very well, I'll blow it up on the video, is we have a list of 10 general physical skills. We've got strength, power, stamina, endurance, speed, balance, agility, accuracy, flexibility, and coordination. The ultimate athlete should have a perfect blend of all those 10 things. And there's a couple other things that you might want to throw in, potentially, but that's a pretty good list of what a good athlete could be described as. If you're deficient in any of those areas, you probably are not the ultimate athlete. Now, this is a general list of physical skills, and as I said, this is a program for general physical preparedness. That means that we're not training sport specifically for the most part. If you wanted to be an Olympic weightlifter, you should probably train as an Olympic weightlifter. If you want to be a marathon runner, you could probably train as a marathon runner and get better results. But what you can often do by bringing up your general physical preparedness and bringing up some of these athletic attributes is, when you go back to your sport, have more success. I'll give you a quick demonstration with two extreme examples. What we'll do is we'll take a power lifter, and we'll take an endurance athlete, and we'll just take two of these skills. We'll take strength and endurance. So if we have a power lifter, we'll just put PL over here, and his endurance is like that, and his strength looks like that. Then we'll go endurance over here. So we have his endurance, looks like that. His strength might look like that. So they're completely different athletes at completely different ends of the spectrum. This guy can pick up anything, can't do very much running at all. This guy can run forever, might not have a lot of strength. Again, they're sport-specific athletes. This guy might hold the world record deadlift, this guy might hold the world record for the marathon. Each are sport-specific athletes trained specifically to perform that one task. And that's an excellent thing. There's no criticism of that whatsoever. For the rest of us though, if we're not going to train to be an elite level athlete, we can benefit from rounding things out a little bit here. So for example, let's say that, let's just change this to you, and you have, this is your endurance, this is your strength, this is your power, and this is your stamina somewhere in here. What would it do if we trained and brought these guys up and brought this one up and then left this one where it was? If we did that and you still have all your endurance, but you have a little bit more strength, a little bit more power, maybe a little bit more flexibility, if you had all those things working for you, would it make you a better athlete? And it probably would. In fact, it might round out some of the things that are deficient that you have right now. It could help you prevent some injuries. It could help you perform better. Think about this. If you're running the Manitoba Marathon this year, and you get into the U of M Stadium, and you've got just a little bit to go to the finish line, and you're in a neck-and-neck sprint with the guy next to you, and your endurance is exactly the same, but you have just a little bit more power, how much is your finishing kick going to be better? And you can beat him at the end. So that's the idea with the CrossFit style of training. We can take athletes from a wide variety of sports, people who are very specific, hockey players, football players, baseball players, track athletes, and we can take those guys, put them in a general fitness program, and have them do rowing, running, gymnastics, weightlifting, a whole variety of different things. And then when they go back to their sport, they've rounded out their wheel a little bit. There aren't any dents in their wheel. They've got a nice circle, meaning that circle encompasses all their athletic attributes, and they're not deficient in any specific one of those. So you'll see people sometimes will say, I just did CrossFit and I ran a marathon. People have done that. The program does work to help build endurance, just like it helps build strength. But is it the best way to train for marathon? Well, that's certainly debatable. And there's a lot of great ways to train for marathon that don't involve CrossFit. People have been doing it for years. But there are also ways where people will come in here, marathon runners, football athletes, hockey athletes, will do a general physical preparedness program, bring up their work capacity, round out some of the deficiencies that they have, bring up some of the levels that are lacking, go back to their sport and find more success because they have greater power output, greater strength, greater endurance, greater stamina. Our goal is to try and find a program that encompasses as many athletic attributes as we can and then make you good at everything. We fail at the margins of our experience. That's a quote from CrossFit founder Greg Glassman. And what it means is that the things that you haven't done a whole lot of, you're probably not going to be real good at. If you start to expand your athletic horizons and get good at everything, you'll be successful at a lot of stuff, including the sport of your choice. For some people, CrossFit is now their sport of choice. And it's the sport of fitness, as they call it. You can watch it on RDS, and it's on ESPN2 in the States. The CrossFit Games are also coming up in July this year. If you're training for a different kind of sport, increasing your general physical preparedness will help. Even the power lifters, like the guys at Westside Barbell with Louis Simmons, they do general physical preparedness, GPP, to help them get the work capacity they need to lift 1,000 pounds in a squat. So, as an athlete, find the best way to train. We're pretty sure that we can help you get better at anything specific by being generally great and then having you tailor your program to a specific need. Part of the CrossFit program is running. So this month's workout, pardon me, is not going to involve any weight training or kettlebells. It's just going to be run 5K as fast as you can. We do that from time to time here, just like we have days where we come in and we're just going to do weightlifting. We're going to do 1 rep max deadlift. This week's workout, nothing out of the ordinary. You're going to go out, hit Wellington Crescent, hit a track somewhere, the weather's pretty nice, run 5K. See how fast you can do it. See if you can beat Mike Booth's time. I think it's in the 14-minute range. I'm Mike from CrossFit 204. If you want to check out any more information about the program, or if you want to look at all the workouts that we've posted, it's on our website, CrossFit204.com. Again, thanks to Mike Booth and Massage Athletica, and we'll see you next month.